What types of businesses will you recruit to Memphis if you are mayor, and how will you do it? You have 1 minute.
Well, there are going to be, Stephanie, so many businesses that's coming that will assist Blue Oval. I know of a battery factory that's coming in Galloway, Tennessee, that will probably hire 600 to 700, 800 people, even maybe. That's when you need a mayor that's going to be out front, because the #1 issue in our city is crime. We just talked about businesses leaving. So when you talk about getting businesses to come to Memphis, then I think what I say all the time, a safe city is a prosperous city. So we've got to make our city safe. We've got to rev up our policing. We've got to do all the stricter sentencing, holding parents accountable. But when business leaders are looking to make millions of dollars of investment in our city, they want a safe city. They want their employees to be able to go to and from, park on a parking lot, and the cars are not being broken into. And as the next mayor of Memphis, we're going to work extremely hard to deliver that message to potential businesses.
All right, thank you, Mr. Bonner. Mr. Gibson, what types of businesses are you bringing to Memphis, and how do you do it? 60 seconds.
So I agree that the notion behind Blue Oval and the creation of jobs there is a tremendous opportunity. Not only are they planning to hire approximately 5,000 workers themselves, but to support businesses that will come into play to support Blue Oval and their manufacturing needs. It's going to be horrendous. It's going to be great, I should say. There's another opportunity, in my opinion, for us to do something around the music industry. On my website, you will see one of my platforms is how do we increase the music industry, the entertainment industry. That's a tremendous opportunity around that creative community to do some great work. And I look forward to being a part of recruiting companies to come and be a part of that's going on in Memphis. That's so wonderful. We also have an opportunity to take advantage of our river, roads, rails, and air. Geographically, we are perfectly located to have a boom town from a logistic perspective. Those opportunities are low-hanging opportunities that we should take advantage of.
All right, Mr. Turner, how are you bringing businesses to Memphis, and what types of businesses are you recruiting if you're mayor? 1 minute for your response.
We definitely have to bring in businesses that are subsidiary companies to support the Blue Oval project and to support the growth that we're about to see in West Tennessee. Memphis is the capital of West Tennessee, so we're at the center of what would take place over the next 5 to 10 years. We also have to support Black-owned businesses. We have to make sure that Black-owned businesses and minority-owned businesses and women-owned businesses get their piece of the pie. They hire locally. They set an example for the young people who are in our schools to know that they can make it. And it is something that we have not done effectively. When Mr. Young was head of HUD, he had $400, $140 to come through when he was over housing of HUD dollars, and not one single Black-owned company got a contract from what I found. We have to make sure that we're supporting Black businesses. We have to make sure that our young people are prepared to take these jobs and to open up these businesses, and we have to make sure that transportation is not a barrier. Our public transit system has to be better.
All right, thank you, Mr. Turner. Mr. Young, I'm going to give you a chance first to respond to Mr. Turner about your record.
Yeah, I'm not sure where
you get 30 seconds
yeah,
for that.
I'm not sure where Mr. Turner got that data from. When I was the Director of Housing and Community Development at HUD, we received about $10 million of federal grants each year. Those dollars went to nonprofits and agencies that are serving those that are building housing, those that are doing homeless services, and other resources for the people in our community. The primary focus of those dollars were in minority neighborhoods, and so I have no clue what data he's looking at.
All right, now you get a minute to answer the original question, which is, what businesses are you recruiting to Memphis if you're mayor, and what are you going to do it? That's 1 minute.
So when we talk about business growth in our community, I always tell people that we need to lean into our strengths. One of those strengths that we've heard from the Memphis Chamber is that we have more Black and female tech talent per capita in our metropolitan area than any other area in the country. That means that we should focus our recruitment on those tech companies that value diversity. Well, you can't get more diverse than our community. We talked about Blue Oval City. $5.6 billion in development with 6,000 jobs, going to build more electric vehicles in this region than anywhere else in the country. Our metropolitan area should be the hub for electric vehicles. I always tell people that it's about the Memphis region, the metropolitan area. So even if those jobs aren't in Memphis proper, as long as our people can get skilled up and get to them, we want to support it. We're not competing against Memphis and Bartlett. We're competing against the Memphis metro area versus the Charlotte metro areas and other metro areas across the country. So regional collaboration will be a part of our economic development strategy.